Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel and welcome to this tarot pick a card reading. So in today's reading we're going to be getting an idea of what it's like to date them. So if you were to be in a relationship with this person, what would that look like? Are you two compatible? All those things. So as you can see here we have three piles. We have pile number 1 with the clear quartz, pile number 2 with the rose quartz, and pile number 3 with the smoky quartz. So go ahead, reflect on the three piles, figure out which pile resonates the most with you. If you're feeling called to more than one pile, then go ahead and watch, however many readings you need to. There could be specific details in there that are relevant to your situation. I just want to say that if you enjoy this and if it resonates with you, I would really appreciate it if you subscribed, and I will have timestamps down below so that you can go ahead and skip to your pile. I'll see you in your reading. Bye. Hi, pile number 1. If you chose the clear quartz, this is your pile. So let's go ahead and get an idea here. If pile number 1 was to be in a relationship with this person, what would that look like? What would that relationship look like? Alright, so we've got the Hierophant. Okay, the Queen of Pentacles. The Knight of Wands. Let's see what else. The Four of Wands. Okay, and let's get one more. The Wheel of Fortune. Okay, this is interesting here. So this is, let's go ahead and see what we have here. So if you were to be in a relationship with this person, or if you were to date this person, what would that look like? So right away here with this Hierophant, I'm getting the sense that your relationship with this person would be very stable. This isn't the kind of thing that's sort of back and forth, chaotic. It would be very stable, very steady, very grounded. The Hierophant is also the Taurus card, so if that's relevant, but that could just represent, this type of Taurus energy that's very steady, very stable, maybe even a little bit stubborn, but overall, kind of a positive thing in the relationship. If you're looking for a solid foundation, the Hierophant would represent that. We also have the Queen of Pentacles, so again, more earth energy, very grounded, very stable, but still loving and compassionate. So I feel like within the context of your relationship with this person, the Queen of Pentacles would sort of represent how or what this relationship would bring out in yourself. So if you were to be in a relationship with this person, I feel like this Queen of Pentacles energy would sort of come out of you, where you would again embody that really stable, grounded, practical energy that's also very beautiful, very kind, very compassionate, nurturing, very caring. There would be a lot of financial stability, a lot of material abundance too. I see that as well in this relationship. So we have that. We also have the Knight of Wands. So this is interesting because this is a little bit different from this other energy that we're talking about. The Knight of Wands is a little bit more energetic, more exciting, more passionate. So while I see that within this relationship or within dating this person, while it would be stable and grounded, I feel like there still is room for excitement and passion. So it's not grounded in like a really boring, repetitive way. It's grounded in a safe way, but there's still room for this excitement and this energy. So it's a nice balance here too. And then next with this Four of Wands, this is a really positive card in terms of relationships. This talks about, success, a very long-lasting partnership. It can even mean like engagement or marriage. So dating this person, it seems like there's a lot of potential here for something very serious and very long-term. And that part of that probably comes from a lot of this stability and this groundedness. So if you were to date this person, I feel like there's a lot of potential here for a long-term partnership, maybe even an engagement or marriage. And then lastly here with this Wheel of Fortune, this is really interesting because this tells us that, you know, your connection with this person, even if you're not, you know, you're not dating them yet or you're not in a relationship with them yet, I'm getting the sense that this person is in your life for a reason, and they're meant to be here with you. There's a reason that you know this person. There's a reason that they're in your life. I'm getting the sense that there's some sort of, you know, divinely orchestrated piece in this. Maybe it just gives me the sense of like, should this relationship come together or should it happen, it would be for a reason. There's no coincidences, there's no accidents. It would be meant to be. Okay, so let's get some ideas of potential challenges that could show up. What are some maybe conflicts or some issues that you guys could have if you were to date this person, if you were to get into a relationship with them? What are some challenges that might present themselves? Okay, we've got the Nine of Wands, the Queen of Wands, the Magician, and the Eight of Pentacles. Okay, so with this Nine of Wands, I'm getting a feeling of defensiveness. This could be you or it could be the other person. It's pretty open, but one person in this relationship, or actually possibly both of you, but someone in the relationship is definitely could show signs of defensiveness, an inability to be vulnerable. Maybe someone is emotionally unavailable. This could be as a result of, you know, being hurt in the past or past relationship issues, but I just see someone here having a wall built up, not wanting to let the other person in, and there being some issues and some conflicts around that. So definitely someone here doesn't want to be vulnerable. They are maybe not completely emotionally available, or just a little bit defensive. Maybe this is the kind of person who is sort of on guard all the time, and you know, when any little conflict may arise, they're the type of person who gets very defensive instead of trying to work together to find a solution. This is someone who maybe sees things as a personal attack, and yeah, can get very defensive. With this Queen of Wands here, this is interesting because we had the Queen of Pentacles and then over here there's the Queen of Wands. So I feel like maybe this could be a representation of a different side of someone. So I'm kind of getting the sense that this is you because it is that Queen energy, but instead of being, you know, maybe more grounded and more compassionate and nurturing, just because this is in the challenges sort of position, the Queen of Wands isn't inherently bad, but because we pulled this card asking for challenges, I would say that maybe there could be a problem with, you know, temperament. Maybe someone is very quick to be angry, argumentative. They could be a little bit harsh with their words or a little bit abrasive. So maybe someone who just is a little bit hot-headed and tends to get into arguments a little bit more easily than they should. So that would be something to watch out for. With this Magician here in the challenge position, this is interesting. I feel like this kind of shows it's sort of like a type of manipulation, or because from a positive aspect, the Magician of course talks about magic, manifestation, you know, someone who's very magnetic, charismatic. So in a challenges position, I would get the sense that maybe someone is tricking the other person, not being completely upfront, things are hidden, someone is using their charisma or their sort of magnetic personality to hide things or trick the other person. It could also be a sign of manipulation. So there are a few things that it could represent, but those are just some things to watch out for. But with this Eight of Pentacles here, I'm definitely getting a overall vibe that this relationship would require both of you to really be invested and be working on it, because the Eight of Pentacles talks about, you know, investing your time and energy, putting work into something, and then reaping the benefits later. So while there are, you know, potential challenges here, like there would be in any relationship, it seems like the overall message is that if you guys were to work together, you would be able to work through these issues. So this isn't something that's, you know, completely detrimental. It seems like there is a possibility of working through these. I kind of want to get a clarifier on the Magician though, because that's the only one that seems a little bit off to me. So let's go ahead and see if we can clarify the Magician. Okay, yeah, the Magician, it seemed kind of off to me because I was like, that could be something sort of serious, but we got the Five of Pentacles. So this is telling me that one of the challenges in the relationship could be maybe someone feeling a little bit left out, or there being this sense of being left out in the cold, not being involved. So I feel like there could be an issue here where one person feels like they're not being let in to the other person's life. And as a result, that feels them leaving very isolated. So there just could be an issue here with communication, or with being involved in each other's lives. So there just could be a sense every now and then of being left out. So yeah, that makes more sense. And again, that seems like something you could work through. That doesn't seem like an issue with, you know, no solution at all. So next I want to pull some oracle cards, because I want to get an idea of, you know, potential thoughts and feelings of this person should you be in a relationship with them. What are some things that they would, you know, how would they feel about you? What would they think about you? So let's go ahead and see what we can get. What would pile number one's person think or feel about them? Should they be in a relationship or should they be dating? Okay, we've got I want you. We've got I'm starting to understand our connection. What else? What else? Oops. We've got I wish things could be different. Okay. So first of all, with I want you, this is pretty clear, but that kind of brings me back to this Knight of Wands energy, this very passionate, excited, energetic energy. It seems like this person seems to feel a very deep connection to you, and, you know, whatever else may be happening, this definitely seems to be their priority, and this seems to be like at the forefront of their mind. Here we've got I'm starting to understand our connection. So this, I feel like, would kind of come as a result of the challenges that you guys would face together. I feel like, yes, there may be certain issues, but because you're able to work through them and work together to sort of strengthen the foundation of the relationship, that would lead to you both understanding each other better and understanding your connection better. So I feel like this is sort of that silver lining of, you know, the challenges that you might face, is it'll deepen your connection to each other. And then lastly, we've got I wish things could be different. So this, I feel like, again, comes back to these challenges. Should you guys have issues, I feel like this person would definitely be the type of person willing to put in the work and intentionally work on strengthening the relationship. This isn't the type of person who would just sort of give up and walk away, because they definitely want something with you, and they would, should there be any challenges or issues, they would wish that those things were different, which, you know, would help contribute to this idea of working it out instead of just, you know, throwing their hands up in the air and walking away and saying, oh well. So yeah, let's see what else here. And then lastly, I just want to pull a couple cards here and see what is the likelihood of this relationship happening. What is the likelihood of pile number 1 dating this person? Okay, we've got the Fool and the Page of Wands. Okay, so this is a pretty strong indicator that this very well could happen. The Fool talks about taking a chance, trying new experiences, taking a leap of faith, going for it. So that would definitely be a sign of this potential relationship actually happening. It seems like there's a lot of potential for you to actually end up dating this person. Same with the Page of Wands. The Page of Wands talks about you know, something new, a new beginning, something very passionate, energetic, exciting. So very similar energy to the Fool. Honestly, these two cards have the same exact vibe. So this is definitely giving me the sense that this relationship could very well happen. So that's something to look for. That's all I have for you. I hope you enjoyed. I hope it resonated. If you really liked this, I would really appreciate it if you subscribed. And I'll see you in another video. Bye. Hi, pile number 2. If you chose the Rose Quartz, this is your pile. So let's go ahead and get started. I want to know, what would dating pile number 2's person be like? What would their relationship look like? What is their compatibility, their potential connection? Pile number 2. Queen of Cups. King of Wands. Okay, this is interesting. I feel like this would represent you and the other person. Let's see what else there is. The Empress. Okay. Six of Swords. And the Hermit. Interesting. This is like, it was very much going one way, and then it seemed to kind of take a twist at the end. So let's see what this is about. So first of all, right off the bat, we have the Queen of Cups. So this tells me that, you know, dating this person or being in a relationship with this person would cause you to deepen your emotional connection to yourself. This connection would sort of force you to really look at yourself, look at your own emotions, become comfortable with your own emotions. It would be the type of relationship where you would really embrace how you're feeling instead of trying to run away from it. So that's the first thing. But it's interesting because then we have this King of Wands. So I'm wondering if maybe this is telling us that within the context of this relationship, you would be the more emotional, compassionate, feeling one, and then this other person would be a little bit more fiery, more passionate, more energetic, more fiery. It's the Wands. So I feel like this is telling us that should this relationship happen, or should you date this person, you would be the more emotional, you know, flowy, easygoing, compassionate one, and this person would be more like, you know, on the go, energetic, excited, still very passionate and loving, but like more so that fire energy. We also have the Empress here, so I feel like, again, in the context of this relationship, there would be some sort of growth happening in you individually. There's something about this connection that would make you really step into your power, step into your confidence, you know, make you be a more compassionate, nurturing person. This is like divine feminine energy. So there's something about this connection that I feel like would really push you towards growth and push you towards really leveling up. And then here is kind of where things change a little bit. There's this idea of the Six of Swords talks about walking away from something in search of, something new. So this could mean a few different things. First of all, this could mean that something may happen with this person where you guys need to separate or take a break. Maybe at one point you will be questioning whether or not this is something that you want or whether or not this is fulfilling you. Maybe you'll be questioning if, you need to walk away from it, because I feel like there will be this period of separation in order for you to go into hermit mode. The Hermit card is the Virgo card, but there will be this separation and you will go through this period of isolation, introspection. You'll be, a little bit more withdrawn in order to really reflect, figure out, who you are, what you want, do some like deep emotional healing. It's just a lot of introspection. So I see some sort of break or separation in order to go through this period of, isolation and reflection. So whether or not this indicates like the end of the relationship or whether or not this would just be like a brief separation, I definitely see something happening where you or this other person are questioning, if this is really what you want, if you should walk away, if this is really serving you, and that separation being the catalyst to this period of introspection and isolation. So next I'm just going to pull some cards for some potential challenges here. I think that'll give us a better idea of what this separation is and what it really means. So what would be some potential challenges for pile number 2 and their person if they were to be in a relationship? Okay, Judgment, Six of Pentacles. What else? Nine of Swords and Ten of Cups. This is so interesting because again, it's like very back and forth. So first of all, with this Judgment card, again, this just brings me back to the Six of Swords, this idea of making a decision, using your judgment to make a big decision. So I feel like in this context, you would be challenged in this relationship to decide, do I want to stick this out, or do I want to walk away from this and leave? And decide that it's not serving me. So I feel like that would be a decision that you would be faced with, whether you should stay or whether you want to walk away from it and go. With the Six of Pentacles, I'm getting the sense that in this relationship, one person would be putting in more than what they're getting. So it would be sort of an unequal relationship where maybe one person is very generous with their time, with their energy, with their affection, with their finances, and the other person is just taking and taking and taking and not giving back. So that would definitely be, one of the challenges that I see here, this idea of one person putting in, all of the effort and the other person not doing the same and just taking and taking. Because of these cards up here, I'm kind of getting the sense more so that you would be the person giving and the other person would be the one taking. So maybe there would be points in this relationship where you'd feel like you're giving everything you can, but you're not getting anything out of it. And then we've got this Nine of Swords. So this just talks about, anxiety, being overwhelmed, losing sleep, sleepless nights, insomnia. So I feel like should you guys go through some separation or leading up to the separation, there would be a lot of this energy, this overthinking, this anxiety, maybe wondering what to do, trying to decide, should you stay or should you go? I just see, a lot of overwhelm. And then lastly, we have this Ten of Cups. So within this challenges position, I think I'm kind of getting the sense that maybe you'll be questioning whether or not this person can give you everything that you want. The Ten of Cups talks about complete emotional fulfillment, complete happiness, a fairy tale ending. So I feel like as a challenge, there will be points in this relationship where you're wondering and you're thinking and you're afraid of the fact that maybe this person can't give you this ending that you want. So let's go ahead. I want to get an idea of, if you were to be in a relationship with this person, what are some of their thoughts and feelings towards you? What would they be thinking or feeling about you if you were to be in a relationship with this person? We've got I want you. Alright. We've got I am becoming a better person. Okay, we've got I couldn't let you get close to me. Okay, so alright, we have I want you. That's pretty straightforward. I feel like this person will have a very deep connection to you. And again, that King of Wands energy, they'll feel very passionately about you, about the relationship and all of that. So there is this, this desire, this attraction. But in addition to that, this card here, I'm becoming a better person. I feel like this has something to do with some of the challenges you'll face, especially that idea of, giving everything and not receiving anything back, wondering if this person can give you everything that you want. I feel like as you're going through all that and as you're going through these challenges, this person will try to convince you, or, they'll believe that they're becoming a better person. That's something that they're going to try to do or work on. So that could be something that pops up is, you're wondering if this could really work out, and they're over here thinking that, they're just going to try to become a better person. And then lastly, we've got I couldn't let you get close to me. So I feel like this has to do with, again, with that Six of Pentacles. This could be talking about, giving to someone emotionally. So maybe you're over here, especially as this Queen of Cups, really putting your all into the relationship, being very emotionally vulnerable, and just giving a lot of love. And maybe this person is a little bit closed off, maybe they're emotionally unavailable, and as a result, they're sort of thinking, that they can't let you get close to them. So lastly, I just want to get some cards here to see what is the possibility of this connection happening? What is the possibility of pile number 2 really dating this person and getting into a relationship with them? What is the likelihood of that? Okay, we've got Death. What else? The Sun. That is so weird. That's such a weird combination. Okay, so that's so interesting, because I would consider the Death card a no card and the Sun card a yes card. So let me clarify this. Hold on. What does this mean? Connect the Death card and the Sun card. Okay, I see. So the Four of Pentacles. So I feel like the possibility of this relationship actually happening or not depends on the other person's ability to be emotionally vulnerable, because this other person seems to be, or you, it could be you or this other person, someone here is very guarded and very emotionally unavailable. They don't want to let the other person in, and that could definitely be the one factor that decides whether or not this happens. If the person's unavailable to if the person is not able to open up, I don't see this happening. If they are able to open up, then it could happen. So it seems like this is the one factor that's really going to decide whether or not this becomes a reality. Like I said, this could be you or it could be the other person, but just from the context of the rest of the reading, I'm kind of getting the sense that it is the other person. So this Death card could also represent that this Four of Pentacles energy is the energy that they're in right now, and in order for this relationship to happen or to become a possibility, they would first have to go through some sort of transformation. So this Four of Pentacles energy, this emotional wall, this defensiveness has to die, basically, and this person has to change and transform in order to let this relationship actually happen and have, you know, this positive, joyful, successful outcome. Yeah, that's definitely what's happening here. So yeah, that's all I have for you. I hope it resonated. I hope you enjoyed this. If you did, I would really appreciate it if you subscribed, and I will see you in another video. Bye. Hi, pile number 3. If you chose the Smoky Quartz, this is your pile. So let's go ahead and get started. Let's see what dating pile number 3's person would look like if they were to be in a relationship together. What would that look like? What is their compatibility? Pile number 3 and their person. Okay, we've got the Chariot, the Four of Swords, the Knight of Pentacles, the Two of Wands. Okay, let's get one more in here. And the Six of Wands. Okay, this is interesting. There's a few things happening here. So first of all, the Chariot card is the Cancer card. This is sort of this is the Yes card to me. This is a very positive card. It's the card of taking action, going after what you want, you know, not sort of stepping down or shying away. So I'm getting the sense that if you were to be in a relationship with this person, or yeah, if you were to be in a relationship with this person, this is the kind of energy that that relationship would embody. This idea of going for it, taking action, a lot of movement. Maybe there's something about this connection that would really accelerate both of your growth as individuals. You guys would both, I think, benefit from this. You know, it's not that idea of being stuck or stagnant. It seems like this would really propel you both as individuals. With this Four of Swords here, there is a feeling of stepping back, reflecting, relaxing, taking a moment to kind of prepare yourself. So I'm wondering if within this relationship, because this Chariot and this Four of Swords are completely opposing energies, so I wonder if in this relationship, while there would be, you know, maybe some quick movement in the beginning, if there's sort of like a pause, like maybe in the beginning things seem to be moving very quickly, but then things take a turn and kind of slow down. So I'm wondering if, you know, maybe you guys are talking or dating and then things seem to come to a stop. Let's see if we can get a clarifying card for that. Can you clarify the Chariot and the Four of Swords for this connection with pile number 3? Okay. Yeah, I'm with the Page of Cups. So definitely I'm getting the sense that if you were to get into a relationship with this person, things would seem to be moving very quickly in the beginning, but then all of a sudden there may be a moment where you guys aren't really talking as much. Maybe you take a little break. It doesn't seem like a breakup, it just seems like some like alone time. So I feel like there would be some sort of period of being alone before you can come back together and actually pursue the relationship for real. So maybe you guys have like a talking stage and then you sort of lose contact, but I feel like there will be some sort of pause here before the relationship actually happens, or before this person makes some sort of love offering. So then we've got this Knight of Pentacles. So I feel like this other person is maybe very grounded, very stable, very practical. This could be someone who's very financially stable as well. Pentacles represent earth energy, so this is the kind of person who definitely thinks before they act. So I feel like maybe they're the reason why there's this sort of waiting period before you guys actually pursue something for real and make things official. Maybe you're the kind of person who likes to move more quickly, and then they sort of pump the brakes before they actually come forward and offer a relationship. So yeah, I think if you were to be in a relationship with this person, or if you were to date them, they're the kind of person who likes to talk to someone for a long time, really get to know them, and really understand who they are before they come in and make any sort of love offering. But then with this Two of Wands and the Six of Wands here, I feel like once this person makes a decision to pursue you, and once you guys officially get together and make a real intentional effort to build a relationship, like once you guys make that decision, it's going to be very successful, because the Six of Wands talks about success, achievement. It's just a very positive card. So I feel like while things may be off to sort of a slow start, or it may feel that way for you, if you guys, once you guys do get together and intentionally agree to start a relationship, I feel like it would be very positive and very successful. So let's go ahead and, whoops, okay. I was gonna say let's go ahead and get some cards for potential challenges in the relationship. Maybe some issues or some conflicts, just potential challenges. So we've got the Devil, the King of Cups, the Five of Cups, and the Three of Cups. Okay, so we've got a few things going on here. First of all, with this Devil card, this is the Capricorn card, but in the sort of challenges position, this could talk about a lot of different issues. It could talk about, you know, control issues, codependence, manipulation. It could talk about substance abuse issues like addiction. It's very broad, the number of things that this could cover or talk about, but within the context of challenges, I definitely see something popping up that could relate to any of those ideas or any of those factors. There definitely seems to be something happening here that will pop up, but like I said, it could be a number of things. With this Knight of Cups, I feel like there's this sense of this other person, this Knight of Pentacles, may be unable or unwilling to embody that Cups energy. Maybe they're not very emotionally available, they're not very romantic, they're not very touchy-feely. I feel like that could be another challenge here. There's also this Five of Cups, which talks about grief, mourning, loss. I feel like in this relationship there may be periods of time where one or both of you is going through this, and that could be because of personal stuff, that could be because of, you know, the relationship itself, but there is this feeling of grief or mourning that could be a challenge. And then lastly, with this Three of Cups, again, this could mean a few different things. As a challenge, it could mean that maybe someone spends more time, you know, out socializing or going out with their friends rather than they spend time with their partner. Maybe someone is, partying too much. It could also indicate like a third party situation, maybe even cheating. So that's something that could pop up. It does seem like there are quite a few potential issues here. So that's definitely something to be aware of. I mean, I wouldn't be completely discouraged by it, but definitely not something you want to ignore. So let's see if we can get some thoughts and feelings. If pile number 3 were to date this person, what would some of their thoughts and feelings be towards pile number 3? I'm afraid to contact you. So many things remind me of you. I'm so attracted to you. Okay. So this could mean a few different things, again, but I'm kind of getting the sense that if this person is not someone from your past, then I am getting the sense that there will be some sort of separation or breakup happening in this relationship, because there's going to be a period of time where you guys aren't talking to each other and this person is going to be afraid to reach out to you. So I think something may go wrong. You guys will separate and this person will be afraid to talk to you, probably because they did something wrong. We've got so many things remind me of you. This is just giving me more of that idea of being separated, not being in contact, and this person going about their daily life and being reminded of you. So I definitely feel like there will be some sort of separation in this potential relationship. And then lastly, we've got, I'm so attracted to you. So that's pretty self-explanatory. Let's go ahead and I want to see the probability of this actually happening. What are the chances that this relationship will actually occur? Justice and Temperance. Okay. That's interesting. So this Justice card kind of gives me the sense of a karmic relationship. This is the type of situation that would happen in order for you to learn a lesson. So yeah, this is kind of giving me the sense that this would be potentially a karmic relationship. The Temperance card is saying, though, if this is still something that you're interested in, it definitely could happen, but it can't be forced. So this would be something where you'd have to sort of sit back and relax and let things play out for themselves. You can't force it or try to make it happen sooner. This is the kind of situation where you have to sit and wait and let it come to you, should you decide that this is something that you want. But the Justice card is the Libra card and the Temperance card is the Sagittarius card. So that could be relevant too. But I definitely think that this, no matter what, this relationship would definitely teach you a lot about being in a relationship, about being a good partner, and also about just what is right and what is wrong. So there's some sense of, moral reasoning and really learning what it means to be a good partner, and maybe even learning, what you do and what you don't want in a partner. So yeah, and that's all I have for you. I hope it resonated. I hope you enjoyed this. If you did, I would really appreciate it if you subscribed, and I'll see you in another video. Bye.